Greetings and salutations, humans. It is your favorite bot, Putin Bot, and I just wanted to thank y'all for coming by and stopping by the channel today. Today is going to be a little bit of a follow-up video off of the one I did a couple days ago about the Dark Fae, and I'm going to showcase the one champion that actually makes a lot of content much easier to complete, whether it's the arena, whether it's 3v3 arena, whether it's trouble with waves and dungeons. I am talking about the one, the only Umbral Enchantress. Friends, she is literally a cheat code with the way that she works. It's criminal how underrated she is by so many people in the community. I'm going to kind of go over her kit real quick. I'm going to explain to y'all her mechanics. I'm going to explain to y'all how she works. I'm going to show y'all how I have her built because I use her in the arena. She is, beyond a doubt, she is the biggest reason why I'm able to stay consistently in Gold 4. Umbral Enchantress is the one that opened the door up for Arbiter. She's the one who just laughs in the face of the Dark Fae. She's the one who smiles at all the Valkyries in the Faction Wars crypts for the undead and says, "Not today." Basically, if you have her, if you're not using her, start using her. So, that's all introduction. That was all free. Let's get on to what she does and how she works and how I've got her built. As y'all can see, I have got her in 3 speed sets. And the reason for that, one, I want her going fast. Second, in the arena, I only have 2 champions speed tuned. I have her speed tuned to go with my Arbiter. No one else is speed tuned. And it's fantastic because of the way that she works. Now, she is a defense-based champion. So if you stack her with a lot of defense, stack her with crit rate, stack her with crit damage, she can hit. My Umbral doesn't hit. That's not her job. That's not how I got her built. But if you need someone as a secondary nuker plus control, she can do some work for you. And one of the things I've got to admit, I absolutely love this shield. I mean, the way that her skin is, it looks nice. I would not want to piss this lady off in a bar. Let's just call it that way. I think my head would end up on that shield. So I've got her in an accuracy banner. I've got her in a defense amulet, and the biggest reason for this is because I've got these sweet accuracy sub rolls on it. As y'all can see, she's rocking 300 accuracy. Where I am in the arena, that's fine. The closer you get to Gold 4, or not Gold 4, I apologize. The closer that you get to Platinum, that's woefully inadequate. But for farming the arena like I am, that's plenty good. And if you're running a Aura speed lead like Contra or someone else in Doom Tower, that's going to work because they're going to give you more accuracy. I've got defense on the ring. Speed boots are going to be mandatory for your Umbral. And specifically what you're looking for speed boots with an accuracy sub roll on it. Now, I am actually running a hit point chest plate on Umbral, even though she's a defense-based champion, and that's because of this speed roll. If I was able to, if the dragon is kind and gives me a really nice defense chest plate with speed and accuracy on it, I will be replacing this. Right now, this is what I'm going with because of that speed roll. Crit rate gauntlets, again because I'm looking for speed. I'm looking for accuracy. I think y'all see the trend here. The shield's the same way. I got hit points, that's fine, don't really care. But I've got speed, resistance, not ideal. And I'm looking out for another shield with speed rolls and with accuracy on it. The hat, whoops, and the weapon is the same way. I'm looking for more accuracy, but because I use her in the arena, I'm going for speed because I got her speed tuned with Arbiter, and so that's how she works. Now her skills. Her A1, like I said, if you build her to do damage, she could slap. The lower in health that she gets, the harder she hits with this A1. Her A2, a lot of people will overlook this. She attacks all enemies and places a block buffs debuff for 3 turns. That is huge. So if you don't need to use her A3, and I'll go over that for you here in just a moment. Say if you're going against a wave in Doom Tower, and they're rocking a bunch of martyrs, or they're running a bunch of Valkyries, or they're running just some really annoying champions who like to buff. Open up with this A2. The mobs, they're still going to try to buff. The buffs aren't going to work. They're wasting a turn. You're able to step in, do what you need to with your team, and you may not even need to use the A3. They might die before you have to, or if not, then you have it as an option. Her A3 is what she's known for, and it's a great skill, but it's not the only skill that she brings to the table. Undying Evil attacks all enemies. This book's up to 100% chance if you book it. I do recommend booking your Umbral. Some people say you don't need to. I'm just showing you, this is my account. Y'all can see, in my opinion, she's worth booking. That's obvious because I booked her. The damage rolls, I don't really care. The buff debuff chances for the provokes is what I'm looking for. She has a 100% chance of placing a 2-turn provoke when she's booked, and then she puts an unkillable buff on herself. And what that does, that synergizes really well with her A1. The lower her health goes, the harder that she's hitting, that way you can get some damage out of her. Now, she does put a block active skills debuff on herself for 5 turns. That's why a lot of people ignore the A2. Now, the beauty of this is, while it's true you cannot remove it, used to be able to, now you can't. If you clear a wave and then you go to the next stage, that debuff is removed. And that way you can use the A2 on the second wave if you need to. And this does have a 5-turn cooldown on the A3. But like I said though, if you're chugging through waves and you're clearing content, it's not really going to be that impactful. Don't sleep on her A2, folks. It is amazing. Let me show you all the masteries I've got her in. I did go down support tree. I went down for Eagle Eye for the extra accuracy. And then for defense, I went down, I ended up in Retribution. Now don't just blindly copy and paste what I've got going on here. Build your Umbral according to what you need. If you don't need the extra accuracy from support, you can absolutely go down the offense tree and go into War Master. That's going to work just fine for you. If you want a Umbral who slaps, take the offense tree. I'm not using her for that. I have other people to do my damage for me. I'm just using her either to deny the abilities for the enemy team in the form of her A2, or I'm just locking them out with a 2-turn provoke and just calling it a good day. So build your Umbral's masteries according to what it is that you need. And enough talking about this wonderful lady. Let me show y'all what she can do. I'm going to take her, let's go ahead and upgrade this first. I'm going to go and take her first and foremost into where I use her at the majority of the time, which is in the arena. And this is definitely one of her best places, but it's not the only place where she can play. So let's just go ahead and say hello to Jocelyn here. Y'all can see she's running a Kymar. They've got a Valkyrie, which is very rude. They got Sifi. Team's got good team power. I want to show y'all how Umbral works. And I'm telling you, she is a cheat code, especially for the arena. I'm going to speed up with Arbiter. Now I'm going to provoke with Umbral here. Now here's what's nice. My T-Rail and my Kandrafon, they're not speed tuned. See, normally what you have to do with an arena team, if you're going with the nuke build, you got to have your speeds all close enough so that way you can't get cut in on. So I would need to have my Tyrell going at 240 speed, give or take 245, and then my Kandrafon going at least 230 to keep from getting cut in, because they got a C-Feed, they got a speed boost. Plus, they have the passive going on from Valkyrie. If you put a buff on yourself, her turn meter increases, so she's really good at cutting in. I don't care about that anymore. If I go first, and if Umbral ends her provokes, the other two champions can be as slow as they need to be. Like if y'all watch my Kandrafon video, y'all see that he's running up, I don't know what, 155, 156, something like that. He's ungodly slow because he's an attack boost. Umbral allows me to do that. My Tyrell's running just over 200. I think it's like 203, give or take. Umbral opens up all these doors. So I'm going to go ahead and get my defense down up. And no, I'm not even going to speed up using Arbiter. I'm just going to slap. Here they come. Y'all can see Umbral's health is going down. She has the unkillable buff on herself. Doesn't matter. Kandrafon says, I hope y'all having a good day. Here's some aspirin for that headache. That's how Umbral works. She is a cheat code. If you go fast, if you go first, if you speed tune your Umbral to go after your speed lead, whether it's a Gorgorat, whether it's an Arbiter, it doesn't really matter. If you get her going quick enough, where between her speed lead, where she, whoever it is that's running at speed, you get her to go right after him, do your provoke, provided you pass the resist check, you don't need to speed to the other two members of your team. So what that does is the gear requirement goes a lot less. Your nukers don't have to go as fast, so you're able to prioritize on damage. You're able to prioritize on doing other things because you're denying the enemy team the ability to do what they want to do. So here is another example. Y'all can see they're running a Duchess in the lead. They are running CP Stagnite, and they're going to follow up with Kale. We're just going to do this fight one more time, and then we'll move on. Let's throw out the provokes. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a weaken on Duchess. Me personally, I absolutely hate fighting Duchess teams because they are annoying. And I'm about to show y'all right here why I have a Tyrell in my team. Tyrell hard counters Duchess. I'm going to use the A3. Well, in this case, she just killed her. But what's nice about Tyrell, the reason why he works so well with Umbral, let's just say someone resists the provoke and you don't want them to get a turn. You can use Tyrell's A3 and you can reduce their turn meter, buy yourself some extra time. And then you can speed up again using, in my case, Arbiter, and just give yourself a chance just to get control of that fight. Now what I will do, I will take her into dungeons. And what's nice about, another nice thing about Umbral is that she's void. It doesn't really matter what level or what affinity the enemy is on, because she can't get weak hits. I'm going to do Dragon 20 just to show y'all how this works. Let's let's just go ahead and let's do this one. I was leveling up some food here, but this team will work. This will work just fine. So let's go ahead and throw Umbral in. So we're going to have control for days. So what I'm going to do, now on auto, she's always going to open up with her A3, which is perfectly fine. see, another really fun thing is, like, say for example, if this was a real run, you could run this with War Maiden. War Maiden's really squishy. Umbral can keep her alive. Your squishier DPS, is say if you're running Kale, Umbral's gonna be able to keep him alive as well. Y'all can see right there, Umbral's skills are locked out. We got the provoke again, so I'm going fast enough that the enemy just isn't even getting a turn. The key to beating dungeons, a lot of times getting to the boss is the hard part. It's actually harder than the actual boss fight. So it's all about control, and that's what Umbral is going to give you, is control. And we're back. The dragon's almost dead. And so, I mean, that's Umbral. She is the queen of control. If you're going through content, whether it's Doom Tower Hard, Doom Tower Normal, a dungeon somewhere, where the problem isn't so much the boss, the problem is getting to the boss, the problem is the waves. If you have Umbral Enchantress, use her. I cannot recommend this champion enough. She is absolutely amazing. I hope this video was of some help to y'all. I want to thank you very much for stopping by, for watching this today. If you enjoyed the content, if you would just throw me a like and subscribe. As you can see, it's a smaller channel. That helps a ton. And I will be back with more content soon. This is Putinbot. I'll see y'all later. And I hope that y'all are having a great day.